Sun Rising family. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's take a deep breath. Love it, love it, love it. Let's ring the sound bowl. Love it again. Love it. All right. All right. Okay, all right. Let's get disclaimers. This is a collective reading, and that being said, that everything isn't for everybody. So we take what resonates, we leave what does not. All right, collective energies, all right? Collective energy for a collective reading. Don't force it to fit. It is okay. Some things may be unfolding for you, so it may not fit right now, but that doesn't mean down the line it won't resonate with you down the line. Some of it will resonate you. For some of you, will resonate with you right away, and a lot of it will, and that is okay. And if you just want to sit in warm, good energy, then that's okay as well, okay? All right. In tarot with oracle cards, with tarot cards, we are using masculine and feminine energies, not gender. So if we get a very feminine card, it doesn't mean that we are saying this is a woman. Okay, all right, we're taking the attributes and the meaning of the card, and we're going to apply it where it fits. You will hear me speak male, female, woman, man at times, because my preference is male. And so that is not me, though, telling you what your preference is. All right, you pair however you pair. All right, that being said, whatever is spoken today, you put, especially if pairings are even spoken of today, then you'll obviously put yourself and your partner in whatever role fits you. All right. Okay. I should have put this closer to me. Short arms. All right, I pre-pulled some cards because I'm multitasking from the Wednesday Oracle deck. I don't think we've used this one here before, but it's cool. From the Addams family. For those that don't know, but most know the Addams family and who the Addams family is and who Wednesday is. But this deck of cards is based on the newer show. So a lot of those characters and things will be based from that newer show. I keep looking because it's weird. My dog is like staring at me. He's like right under my desk and just yes, I'm talking about you, Pookies. Yes, I am. All right, and he's holding out, because once again, I have some food up here. I had some blackened catfish, and I fixed my plate here. And I fixed my child's plate, obviously, served him his little plate, but I have to fix my plate. I can't just leave it in there, because if I do, he doesn't think that his mom also needs to eat. So if I leave my fish in there, he'll eat it, and then that'll make me mad. So I have to bring it away from him so that I can eat dinner. All right. Yeah. Because he'll clear whatever's in there. He'll clear it. He just thinks, all right, free for all. Mom doesn't need to eat. She just sustains herself over positivity, with positivity. I don't know. Moms just sustain themselves magically. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll start with that Oracle deck. We have some interesting cards that came out. The first one is the Spark. I love this one. And the character, I know he looks a bit, well, some of you already know the show. This is Uncle Fester. I know some of the original ones, he looks a lot different, doesn't he? All right, Uncle Fester, with my finger, his name is there. The Spark. I love this card. It reminds me kind of somewhat like the Page of Wands, that's, pages are, it's beginning stage, it's small stage, but they give messages, but they're learners, it's like a spark of curiosity, literally. very page of wands. So the spark rooted in rising can definitely take you a lot of different ways, just like the page of wands. Wand is our fiery, passionate energy, right? And think of a spark. At first ignition, you know, like turning the key and turning the car on, right? A new bright idea, a spark of creativity, creative impulse, renewed energy. You know, inspiration has come alive within you, right? The spark. Also, of course, passion, right? A spark of passion. Ignited passion within you. Passion for a creative outlet, you know, that drives you to do something that you wanted to do, or passion as in passion, right? As in love, you know? All right. This gets, you know, so in love, again, that's like a spark. Something that ignited something in love. It may be a relationship where you have that, where there needs to be maybe a spark or fresh or renewed energy, like from the previous read, the date night card. Maybe you are an established couple and you're keeping the date night energy going. And you're just, you know, keeping life within the connection, or, you know, you're breathing new life into the connection, or it's a new connection, a new spark. All right, but when it comes to like work or creation, because I hate that word work, but career, I guess, creative outlets. And I say that because rooted in rising, you have a lot of entrepreneurship energy, that kind of thing, wanting to kind of build your own. So it's like a new creative spark, a new fresh idea, maybe a new innovation, you know, how to improve something. A creative outlet, creative project that's trying to ignite within you, you know, and it may be an outside source, you know. There's some new creative spark, an opportunity, a new creative opportunity, kind of. Maybe that opportunity ignites something in you because it's more so what you want to do. Or an inspiration. All right. I'd love to just move that up a little bit. I'd love to clarify that. Because I think that I feel like this is like something new that you all are either starting, walking into. Maybe it's something that is offered to you because it's like the page of wands. It brings a message. So maybe you have somebody who brought a message that ignited something within you. Maybe it's a nice flirtatious message that ignited a spark. But it could be from your creative outlet as well, okay? Let's clarify that with the tarot. We're using the Grim Tales today. Tarot. Standard tarot meetings, just obviously a different kind of illustration. Did he move? He did. He moved. Sometimes he gets right in my way and I can't like move my chair. Because he gets real ornery. He's just a real ornery little thing where he won't move, and he gets so offended if you move him. He takes it so personal. He really does at times. Like he'll just go off and just like fluff you. And he'll go off somewhere like, I don't want to be bothered with you. Like you just did him so wrong by wanting him to move. 2 cards came out. I only thought there was one, but there was one on the bottom, and I'm laughing because they are, when it comes to this spark, okay, I just want to make sure. When it comes to this spark, pairing this oracle card, the spark, with these 2 cards, Knight of Cups and the King of Wands is what came out. So I shake this one, click on here real quick. All right, no, he's back over. Okay, Bookie. I can't move my chair from the side. Which one is what? Okay. Knight, fingernails. Knight of Cups Oh, this is making me laugh. I get so happy for people. All right, King of Wands. Oh, these are two beautiful cards to pair with the spark. Oh my God. So the Knight of Cups, because on this side, I always have to look to make sure I am, tapping the right one. The Knight of Cups on this side here. Excuse me. The Knight of Cups is like an invitation or an offer. The cups is emotions, right? It deals with your emotions, like connections. Not always romantic connections, but like connections. All right, so there's a spark here. And it's like either you're giving a message or receiving a message. So it's like an invitation or offer that is connected to something emotionally, like romantic interest. We know we have a ooh la la spark. All right. And the Knight of Hearts is hearts. The Knight of Hearts. The Knight of Cups is like following your heart. Romantic interest, pursuing kind of a romantic connection, or maybe one coming towards you. All right, maybe, you being on the receiving end of that. But it also, Cups is another creative card. Creative card. All right, this is like a creative inspiration as well. So this is like something that ignites something in you, a fire in you, or motivates you, or drives you. It's movement. It moves you. All right. But it's like moving you towards this Knight of Cups, creative inspiration. It's like acting on it, all right? So the page is like the spark. The Knight is like moving towards the spark, all right? So this could be romantic interest, but again, it's also creative inspiration. He doesn't just feel. The Knight's on a horse. He typically he's on a frog in this one, but the Knight moves, all right? He doesn't feel, he moves, he follows it. Acting on what genuinely moves you emotionally, which is this spark, this creative energy, whether it be passion or a creative outlet, whatever it is you're working on, all right? Just because it's not painting, singing, dancing. When I say creative, I mean everything. If you are building it, you are working on it, it is something that you are doing for yourself, you are creating, and that's what I mean, okay? But like the King of Wands, I love it. All right. So again, the spark, the inspiration, the drive, the motivation, the idea, like, oh, I should do that, or oh, I feel something. The Knight moves on what the Knight feels, whether that's an invitation or a message saying, hey, I don't know, you have plans tonight, or if it's your creative outlet, all right, you're moving on it. And then the King of Wands takes the inspiration, all right? He's a king. He leads, right? He puts leadership in action to that, right? The vision, the confidence. The King of Wands, that fiery energy is confident energy. Courageous energy goes. King of Wands moves towards what he wants. He leads with confidence, assurance, all right? Charisma, bold action, all right? I was going to say this, and then, my mind is dirty. I wasn't meaning when I was thinking until I thought for 0.2 seconds. Oh, Jesus, I can't. I'm sorry. Bold action. I was going to say vigorous action. Oh, yes, Lord. But, I mean, the spark can also represent passion. All right. Knight of Cups is emotional, moves, is a message, gives that emotional message. And then the king leads boldly with charisma and confidence. He takes bold action, vigorous action. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Okay, just can't. Okay, wait. I'm gonna get it together. Because, some people are a little more prude. They don't like stuff like that. I'm just gonna calm it down. But I'm not, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with a little vigorous action. But I was just trying to say the way, oh my God, the way the King of Wands moves. I can't. And I'm over here singing, I like the way you move. Din, 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 din. Remember that song? I like the way, or is that I love the way? I love the way. I love the way you move. Do, 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 do. We got ooh, 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 right? I love the way. Okay, anyway. So what I'm saying is that the King of Wands takes charge of this spark. All right. Knight puts the spark to action or delivers the message, acts on it. King is going to kind of bring leadership to it, organization to it, structure to it. But since it's the King of Wands, it's moving quickly, boldly, all right, with charisma, yes, so confidently, all right, towards, building whatever is being built here, whether this is creative or connection, okay? All right. Nothing wrong with a little vigorous action here, okay? I have the cutest deck here. I'm going to pull one card. Dreamy Home Fortune Reading. I don't think we've, obviously we haven't. No, I haven't had this deck. It's a cute. Isn't it cute? I know everybody's not girly. That's just my nails. I say everybody's not girly, but it's so cute. Cards are so cute. All right, let's see what this deck has to say about this spark. The Knight of Cups, the King of Wands energy. Just one card, hopefully. Okay. I know, push. Book. Prophecy, guidance, action. Recent readings hold a message. Execute quickly to achieve goals. This is a pretty card. All right. Hope I'm holding it remotely in a way that you can see it. Iridescent, kind of. Glossy, I guess that's the word, right? Again, prophecy, guidance, action. Recent readings hold a message. Execute quickly to achieve goals. Now, multiple things. Excuse me. Prophecy, guidance, action. All right. Our spark here, our Knight of Cups is the movement. Our King of Wands is putting structure, leadership, boldness, and charisma to it. All right. Prophecy, guidance, action. To me, it's like the prophecy portion is like saying something's connected. Prophecy is almost like divine, like a divine thing. Like it's something that you are supposed to do. So either a connection that's like divinely orchestrated, or a creative outlet, something you are supposed to create or do. All right. It's like, excuse me. And then you heard, as in, Christians, you heard a word. You heard a word from the prophet. The prophet said. And the prophet is not usually supposed to tell you something that just don't make no sense at all to you. It's supposed to resonate with you as well, right? Because it's like confirming something that's innate already in you, that you already kind of knew. Whether you're pulling that outward out of you, it's not like, I'm using the reference again about me being an accountant, knowing full well I hate math and I'm pretty crappy at it. The Lord said, accounting for you tomorrow. Like, yeah, you full of shit. Right? Okay. It's something innate in you that you kind of already know you're supposed to do and build. All right. And it's almost like meant to be, divinely orchestrated, something that you were supposed to be doing, whether it's a connection, whether it's creative outlet, whether it's both. All right. And both are tied. together. Okay? So it's not something outlandish you've never heard of. If you've listened to past Rooted and Rising messages, even there, you can probably have heard something, that resonated with you that you may need to act on, right? But you're not going to act on just everything willy-nilly, all right? It would have been something that already lives within you, innate in you, makes some sense. It's not like go jump off of the cliff and somersault into a river. I mean, it has to make some sense, right? And it has to resonate with you and who you are, right? That you should have done or needed to do, and you knew it, all right? So act on it. All right. Also, guidance, action. It's the guidance part is, obviously don't do things that are unwise, what I just said. All right. Just because someone in leadership told you something, all right, just let's do it. Don't do it without wise counsel. Get guidance on it, but ultimately move on it. Action, which we do have the Knight of Cups, which is moving towards that either creative outlet or that emotional, romantic bond or whatever remote emotional connection it is. And the King of Wands bringing leadership, charisma, structure to it. And it's wand energy. Wand energy is movement, is action. That's why the King of Wands is confident. Again, he is in the energy, is confident and bold and, full of charisma. All right. A charmer, right? A smooth talker. Was it Sade said? Smooth operator. Smooth talker, right? So you be careful for these King of Wands, right, ladies? Smooth talking, yeah. It really will be like that last reading, like the underwear went on the floor, the legs spread, don't know how it happened. That's these smooth talkers right here. But when it comes to, I'm just saying, charisma, when it comes to a career, a creative outlet or something like that, again, very charismatic, very bold. You are drawn, it's energy that magnetizes you to them, all right? Because there's something about them and their confidence that makes you pay attention, all right? But this one, book, prophecy, guidance, action, all right? Something that is innate in you, you already knew you needed to do or start working on. That's the spark. So it's something innate in you, all right? Get guidance on it. As in, just don't be willy-nilly doing stuff. Research and then move. Don't stay still, most importantly. And then for wherever this applies, not just saying with Rooted in Rising messages. Wherever it applies, recent readings hold a message. Execute quickly to achieve goals. So there was something that Rooted in Rising heard somewhere else, whether it was a previous message or somewhere else in some other outlet that probably really resonated with you that you needed to do. So King of Wands is bold. This is the energy. It's not saying this is a man. All right. This is bold, confident movement and energy. So they're saying act. Don't stay still. I really hope we get to the rest of these here cards. That was only one card. Okay. Oh, Pokey Bush. You laying down? You already knew Mommy only had one little piece. You had to go to your brother. He had the rest of it. Yeah. I don't have any more, baby. To move my nail. Move this side. Probably this is not in front of me. Well, I don't remember to move this side as much as I do the other one. All right, secret knowledge. And this is just a Nightshade Society. It just ties it to a part on the show. Secret knowledge. All right. It's like hidden information, wisdom that's waiting to be discovered, insight that's not yet revealed. Love it. All right, so you may not have the full picture. There may be a need to, one, research, as was previously said, but it could also talk about things still unfolding or still being revealed. Like you need to act and start working on something or doing something or move towards something or someone. All right. And there are a lot of unknowns. All right. But that's okay because it's unfolding. All right. So you won't quite have the full picture and that's fine. Or you may have just, need to gather more information before making a decision or a choice. Just encouraging, just looking into more information, researching. All right, maybe patience. Secret knowledge. Also, in connections, this may, we know we had some movement with the Knight of Cups over here. That's still a message that moves towards something emotional, not always love. But this could also speak of conversations that need to happen, emotions that have not been expressed. All right, it could represent that. Keeping it a secret, keeping it to yourself. Again, with career, this could be gathering information before making a move here with the spark in the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands, and even the book. It could represent networking, because when you collaborate with others, as this card said in the middle, guidance, when you collaborate with others, all right, they have secret knowledge or knowledge that you don't have, or even in your pairing or your divine romantic connection too. It's like coming together. There's information that you both have that the other needs. All right. All right, but we'll clarify this one as well. All right. Secret knowledge. All right, let's clarify with the tarot here. Secret knowledge. I'm just laughing at the bottom card. I don't think I've ever seen that one in this deck. I haven't. The Emperor. Well, look. Secret knowledge. Don't tell me. All right, we'll pull it. Just hold on. We've heard. Uh-oh. I like that one. Oh. Well, look. We've heard multiple. Don't start that. Multiple readings about the Emperor and the many different things the Emperor will represent. And that was the bottom card, and the bottom card of this one, stuck out to me. I don't know why is this doing this? Anyway, so street lamp. We'll get to the Emperor. Street lamp. This is secret knowledge. And what I like about this bottom card, oh my God, no, I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna stack. I don't have a lot of room on my desk. Hold on. And we'll get to the Emperor in a minute. But what the secret knowledge, and then the street lamp was on the bottom deck of the other one. It's a street lamp. It kind of like illuminates something. All right, and I love that. I'm gonna try to get to where you can see the words of it. Clarity. So we have the secret. Oh, I love it. Clarity, inspiration, shine. You'll find the guidance you need to solve your mystery soon. So we have the secret knowledge. Some things are not revealed. Some things may be unknown, or something that needs to be said, or research is needed, depending on what outlet, if it has to do with creativity. But what was clarifying it is pretty much saying, street lamp, clarity, inspiration, shine. All right, so street lamp is bringing clarity here to the mystery. So some of you need to clarify something. All right. Well, then we have the Emperor. All right. I don't know if you can quite see him. It's actually a cool looking card to me. All right, and we know the Emperor speaks of a lot of things. Obviously, this is divine masculine, period. All right, Empress represents the divine feminine, right? The pinnacle of femininity. So Emperor is the divine masculine. The counterpart to the Empress, divine feminine, divine masculine, but the Emperor, yeah. All right, and one of the attributes of the Emperor is being pretty stoic. All right, stoic, slow to express feelings. Put it that way. No declarations and grand gestures of love with this energy, okay? But consistency is there. The Emperor believes in consistency. All right. Values control. This means control emotions, right? So if someone's very controlled in their emotions, may have a very difficult time expressing those emotions, hence secret knowledge. So something needs to be expressed by this masculine energy. Street lamp brings clarity. It's saying bring clarity to something that needs to be out in the open. All right, rooted and rising. I can't tell you what that is for you. You know what that is, okay? Okay, so I think, and we can clarify with one more, with one more of the tarot for this one, but I think that's pretty much what it is. They're like, let me tell you who the Emperor energy, or the masculine divine this isn't just masculine, you know, again, like King of Pentacles, King of Wands, that's masculine energy, but the Emperor is divine masculine. All right, so that's just not even just masculine, that's the divine masculine. All right. And the bottom of the card is Ten of Cups, Pinnacle of Joy. Oh, that's so beautiful. The secret knowledge, divine masculine is holding on to. All right, becomes open with the street lamp. And you know, it needs to bring clarity when it's expressed. And it also brings clarity to things that are just not clear, maybe mixed signals, maybe things that are unspoken, undefined. But Ten of Cups is the Pinnacle of Joy, because you brought the clarity. When the clarity comes out, Ten of Cups is on the bottom. That is ultimate joy. That made me laugh. Oh, look at the two cats. I don't know if you all can see that really well. All right, Ten of Cups. Again, is just the pinnacle of joy. That is, you back with me? Hi. That is the two cats. I mean, I don't know if you can have really seen it. So all the mice are up. There's the mice kind of dancing up here, representing the rainbow. Because in the traditional tarot, it's like the Ten of Cups is like a rainbow, and then like they're I think a man and a woman or something, like holding hands. It's like a family, and they're just so joyful. Look at the two cats together. Look how happy they are. It's the absolute highest expression of emotional fulfillment. So once this secret knowledge, something someone's holding on to, and maybe something someone is holding on, depending on, you know, whatever your roles are. So maybe you both are holding on to it. All right. It doesn't always have to be about a love connection. All right. But whatever it is, it's this masculine energy that's holding on to it. Emperor is the divine masculine. That energy is very stoic. All right. Maybe not grand gestures of love, but very stable. You know what I mean? Feelings will be shown through stability, through real practical things. All right. Okay. But the street lamp brings clarity here. All right, gets everything out in the open, clears everything up. No ambiguity, right? And this may even, since this is also about opportunity over here, the spark is kind of like the Page of Wands. It offers opportunity. There may be even, like I said, everything had to be about love. It may be something hidden about an opportunity. So maybe you, if you're in expanding energy, Three of Wands, you know, he's the card, traditional card, looking out. So they already put there's one other deck. Well, the guy is standing on the shore and his ships have sailed out. And he's looking out at the ships. All right, because he's expecting them to return with the, you know, how things were done with ships. He's expecting a return on something. All right, this could also be careerized, since this spark is like the Page of Wands. The awful, you know, it's like an opportunity as well. All right, they could be coming to light, really, you know, coming to light and bringing, you know, some clarity can be coming with it. And this Emperor can be the divine masculine, but the Emperor can also mean a structure. So if it's an opportunity, you know what I mean? This can be a structure. So government positions, very structured corporate positions, government positions, and things like that. Things where there's a lot of structure and order to it. The Emperor can represent those things. This can also be about a decision, a court decision, because the Emperor can also represent a decision that was made, say, like by a judge. All right, that, you know, obviously this energy, this Emperor energy brought clarity about something that was unknown or secret. There were a lot of things on the outside where the results were unknown yet. Okay, so it can go both ways. All right, there could be something that the divine masculine needs to reveal that will bring clarity and ultimate, the pinnacle of joy. All right, both ways. It might even be both things. And there can also be something that's still kind of out in the open, waiting on results, expecting. The Emperor made a decision. The hiring officials made a decision. The courts made a decision. Somebody made it in an emperor-like position, made a decision that brought clarity to the situation. And that clarity came with the ultimate expression of emotional fulfillment, harmony, emotional completion, joy. All right. Either way, it could be both things for some of you. All right. For some of you, some things may need to officially end still, and you're expecting that for something new to begin, like a connection. All right. And for some of you, again, it's about your creative outlets. You're working and building, networking, building something for yourself, put stuff out there, expecting energy. Whoever is maybe in a position of authority has brought clarity with a decision. All right. Thus, this secret knowledge, things that were hidden or unknown, all right, is cleared up. And then there's this highest form of emotional fulfillment, lasting happiness. And these are the types of connection that your divine connection that you're headed to anyways. Okay. Either way, either side, the end result is still the Ten of Cups. Whether this is about connection, you know, that may not have been the best dissolving. It doesn't have to be romantic. Again, some of you are cut romantic ties or cut family ties, you know, cut business ties. Some of you cut all kinds of ties. You know what I mean? Which just is a relief and joy. And then, all right, some of you have something to express to a new connection. The end result is still this. And some of you are in expected energy for the things you're working on. And the end result is still this. Ten of Cups, ultimate, highest expression of emotional fulfillment. All right. When clarity is given or expressed. So this is either this masculine, divine masculine energy needs to do or is waiting to hear from. All right, or both. All right. You're messing out there. Excuse me. I was just laughing because it just seems like a lot of readings that divine masculine card comes out a lot. So it's like almost like they can't get a break. All right, but that's nothing. It's not a real huge, not a bad thing. Ultimately, it leads to joy, okay? Revelry. The rate. And this one I'm laughing because this is like when she went to like a rave or a ball in the show. All right. I'm laughing because this is kind of highlighting the Ten of Cups energy. All right. Celebrating joy, enjoying life, and allowing yourself to enjoy life. Small victories, celebrate them. If for you, this card here, all right, and you got to know I also have the guidebook, so I know their meaning of it as well too. But so this is about celebrating small victories, having a good time, letting go, enjoying yourself. All right. Not always living life in survival mode, just giving yourself a chance to, I don't know, just breathe. All right. If you are in survival mode, that's hard to do, right? So celebrate your small victories, no matter how small. Celebrate milestones, if this is like a career. Small moments of recognition. Enjoy connections. But this is about celebration, joy, festivity. All right, kind of highlighting to me that Ten of Cups from this one over here. Excuse me. And for some of you, this represents kind of the Ten of Cups is like pinnacle of happiness, because whatever was in secret here or just in the unknown that either the emperor, somebody, an official made a decision on, as in brought clarity to, for you is like a victory, a celebration. All right. A relief. Almost like the Six of Wands, triumph. And you should allow yourself to celebrate that or to feel victorious in that. All right. For some, it is. If it's a past connection, sometimes it feels like that. But if it's you getting great news about something you are expanding on, you definitely put that energy into work. It's because this is what it's bringing. Ten of Cups, the ultimate, pinnacle of joy. This is like long lasting, right? But in the meantime, celebrate. And celebrate whatever this is bringing. Either this is officially ending something that wasn't the best, and that can be a relief. Yeah, it comes with heartache, disappointments, and stuff like that. But it's still a relief that it's over, because it means cycles, right? Something ending, but something beginning. It's not going to stay the same for you, especially rooted in rising. That's an expansive energy. All right. So celebrate this decision that came from either the courts, hiring officials, someone in a position to make a decision that was unclear to you, rooted in rising. There was a secret. It was unclear. You didn't know the result yet. You were expecting to hear a result, right? But then clarity came from this emperor that brought the Ten of Cups. Celebrate that victory. If this is a divine masculine that is holding on to secret knowledge and there's something that needs to be expressed, and clarity comes because it's expressed, ultimately it still brings Ten of Cups. Celebrate it. Date night, all right? See it that way. I hope that makes it clear. I know, boo. He's over there asleep now because my door is closed. The Magician's next. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm trying to use this deck. We'll do, okay. All right, we're coming. I know we're moving this. This card is like this one. So I do that one next then? Okay. All right, let's see what this deck has to say about revelry. This thing bothers me so much. It's hard to get that right. For me. Oh, okay. There's too many cards showing themselves, but they're all just delightful. So I'm like, oh. All right, let's get one. Make it clear. That one was kind of drastic. Ooh. Okay. All right. Didn't see that coming, but okay. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. It made it clear though. I spoke of cycles. I said something ending, something beginning. Trash can. Trash can. All right. Release, restart, renew. Your hands can't hold new gifts while gripping old trash. Sometimes the kindest choice is to walk away. Yes, Lord. And sometimes those old connections, sometimes, boy, they ain't good for nothing but the trash. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. All right. I had something to say, but, you know, the mind was turning like, okay, let me just let that rest. So that was clarifying. Revelry. All right. Let me put this back over here. Where's the card I have with that one? Anyway, it ties strongly into the secret knowledge. Okay. This celebration is about a release. Release, restart, renew. Cycles, something ending. Secret knowledge. Somebody in authority made a decision that brought clarity to something that wasn't clear or expecting to hear from. Brought ultimate joy. Celebration energy, because it's been a release so that we can start. So something ended, we were starting, and that restart brings renewal, which is what your connection, your emotional connections are supposed to bring. And it's supposed to be healing connections and to heal those things that we didn't know existed while we were surviving the stuff that needed to go in the trash. Okay? I'm not judging again. I'm never gonna judge you. You would not believe some of the stuff that I have been through. I have not had the best of life. Not one part. Okay? So I'm not judging. If you named it, I'm gonna tell you 9 times out of 10 been there, done that, or has happened to me. Okay? So I'm not judging you about this trash can energy. Okay? Just saying, you're better off there. All right. Anyway, so celebrate the release, which is likely what this is about, and the restart. So it's like dual energy. I think in this case, it's about both. About that one thing leaving, that emperor making this decision that brought the clarity, and then that masculine energy, divine masculine energy, also bringing clarity by speaking something. Because about the release was the decision. The restart is opening up your mouth. Ultimately, it brings the 10 of Cups, which is renewal, because that's what you'll feel in the connections since clarity is given. Okay? I don't think we need... do we need an oracle? Yeah, we do. It's like I was not going to take that. Not an oracle card. The Magician was next. What is it? Tarot. Oh, you sleep now, Butch? Okay. So, Magician is beautiful when it's clarifying revelry and trash can. The magician is wand energy. The magician typically holds a wand. You don't even see the magicians abracadabra. They have a wand. It's wand energy. It's fire energy as well. But it's manifestation, right? Again, we've heard it before. Manifesting with their own innate skills and abilities, right? And making things happen. All right. Putting in the work to make it happen. Or this can, since we're talking about trash can energy, this is just like the actual physical result. All right, as it has happened. All right, it's no longer, like the moon where it's ambiguous. The outside factors are influencing things and you don't know what's going on. All right, it's not like that anymore. It's out of the physical, is manifested by taking initiative, using your own abilities, right? Goals coming to manifesting into things coming into reality. So the results of that the emperor either gave or spoke. All right. The emperor clearing things up by giving results and ultimately leading to the 10 of Cups. You know, it's here in the real. You know, it manifested through your work that you put in. All right. The emperor, as in maybe a court system, you still put the work in to have manifest that, to have that happen. That's the magician. All right. The emperor, as in a position that you are looking to move to, go to, or someone who had a opportunity for you, or, you know, and made a decision. All right. You manifested it by, again, putting out the work. You're an expansive energy, putting it out there and waiting, and you heard. All right. And the emperor that opened their mouth about a connection. The magician, again, you opened your mouth. You used your own ability to open your mouth. All right. You manifested 10 of Cups in reality, and celebration energy over here. State night energy. Okay. Okay. Put everything, all of them back where they go. Trash can, street light. Looks like the sting of innocence. Like that wanted to come up next. I'm looking at the time. Excuse me. Wow. All right. The sting of innocence. Is that what you get? The sting of innocence. It's the pet Scorpio. I think his name is Nero, the Scorpio. Scorpion. The scorpion. Sting of innocence is like the loss of something, the loss of innocence. Learning through experience, you know, without becoming hardened by it. What this can represent to me is like past wounds and it becoming your lesson plan. It's not defeating you, right? It becomes wisdom. Something to be used in all its expansive energy over here. It doesn't become walls or barriers for you. You take it and you use it. When it comes to your creative outlets, it's like failures and setbacks and things like that, or difficulties. They don't stop you, all right? You keep moving, you learn from them as part of your lesson plan, you grow from them, You redirect, all right? And you keep expanding, you keep going. In love, this trash can energy over here, all right? You don't put the past betrayals into your new connection. It's a healing connection, but you don't expect the same thing to happen in the new connection. All right? You don't allow how somebody else acted or behaved towards you to influence how you behave or treat or think someone else is going to behave or treat you. Every relationship deserves the chance to what? Be understood on their own merits. Everyone's different. Divine connections are not the same as what you left. So you're not letting that sting of innocence, those past hurts, betrayals, influence what you're expanding into. You're not going to take what happened in the past and then pour it into something new. All right, new connections, you're going to treat like new connections, and you're not going to expect old toxic behaviors from something new. It doesn't mean that their behaviors are going to be peaches and cream 24/7, but you're not going to expect the same behavior out of a totally different person. And honestly, these are divine connections, so a totally different caliber of person. That's one of the that's one of the reasons why that solidified my decision to let a particular one go. You know, you can go compare me to trash. I am nowhere near comparable to the majority of people. All right. And you're not going to keep comparing me to the scum of the earth and then act like they're above me. That's just not going to happen. All right. And blame me for all of your nonsense. All right. You can't take something uncomparable and then try to compare it to some trash. Trash can energy. All right. I've never done that. You know, and this particular person wanted to throw other connections in my face. I'm like, well, throw it. I don't care. I'm not Delulu. If I've ever gotten with trash, which I have, I've always known from the start they're trash. I have never had delusions about them not being trash. I know, weird, right? Different. Yeah, but I've never had delulus about what it was. I didn't even want them to say because I didn't respect them. You don't respect me, and I don't. I didn't have to. And that's the reason why I was with trash, because I knew I didn't have to respect them. They weren't respect worthy. And I wasn't in the energy, you know what I mean, to be with someone I had to respect. But I wasn't going to call this person who was clearly a page an emperor. It was, I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it, and you're not going to tell me anything. So at least I had enough sense that I'm not going to get with somebody who was on a whole other level, right? And would demand my respect. And not demand it, because emperors don't have to, like an empress, I don't have to make you respect me. All right, I'm going to pull it out of you. The empress is going to naturally respect an emperor. All right. All right. But an empress with a page, I don't have to respect you. And I didn't. And I made no qualms or lies about it. You know, people like to throw stuff in your face, but it doesn't work with me. It doesn't work with a lot of Virgos. It don't work with me. Because I'm honest about my failures and about weaknesses, failures, setbacks, delays, things I did, things I said. I don't deny it. Like, I sure did. I learned from it. I grow. And okay, and what? You were with, okay, and so what? I did it. Just trying to figure out how it's relevant to now. Okay, but anyway. Don't bring that attitude or that thought into a new connection, that the new connection's behaviors is going to be like what you left. Again, that is the primary reason when I had just said, you know what, Nope, you are always going to do this. You're always going to throw X, Y, and Z in my face, and you're always going to compare me to trash when you know full well I am nowhere near the caliber of woman. First of all, I'm an actual woman. The caliber of woman that you keep wanting to compare me to and act like it's so much better than me. Absolutely not. I know my worth. All right, and enough is enough. Enough is, walking around with blindfolds on with you. All right, that just opened my eyes. It was the last straw. The last straw wasn't even nothing really all dramatic. A typical argument and a typical bringing this trash up again, and something just clicked, like you were just always gonna compare me to trash. All right, I am a full blown, like I know who I am, and you are always comparing me to trash. This is a person, who honestly really thought an actual prostitute was better than me. All right, and I say I'm not making judgments. I don't care how people view sensuality. I'm making judgments. I knew this particular person, and they wanted to wind down and make him wife energy, but I was trash. I was just like, no, this person literally makes their money by sleeping with people, and I'm a whore and I'm trash. All right, you've never had a woman like me. You never actually had a woman. You are used to dealing with trash that doesn't know a family dynamic, if it hit them upside the head. All right, you act like I'm after you for something. I know story time is going on after you for something, but I'm always after you for something and this and that, but you don't have nothing for me to be after. I want money, but I've always had more than you. I've come from stability. I came from a 2-parent home. In the suburbs, you come from trash, and I want something from you. No, my expectations are different than the trash that you used to, because I'm used to an actual masculine energy in the home 24/7. So the things that you do that you think is doing something that is not, is you throwing little crumbs. It's not me nitpicking with you. I have a different expectation because I saw a man in my life all my life be there and provide. So for me, what you're doing isn't anything. I'm not blinded by other little women you could just throw crumbs at and, oh my God, you're spectacular. For me, I'm like, what the hell is this? This boy needs Similac. That's going to last 3 days, if that. It's not me belittling you, but my expectation is going to be about here because I know what it is to have a masculine in the home that provides. Not that I don't do, a woman doesn't do it, not the woman don't do anything, but it's not out of the ordinary for me to see a man do X, Y, and Z. But anyway, Empress with a page. I went along with it. But don't bring old nonsense into a new connection and expect the new connection to have behaviors like the old nonsense and expect the same kind of things for them and treat them the same way that you treated this trash over here, because that's what you think they're going to emulate because either you're used to it or you're bracing for it. You can't do that. All right, let new connections be new connections. Yeah, they're going to have their moments. You're going to have your moments. Nobody's perfect, but it's trash can energy. Leave it in the trash. It gets taken on out to the dump, and then we don't even go back and look at that no more. Okay, we let it go. The release. We don't go back and get it. We released it. Decision was made. Whatever it was, we're restarting with something new. I'm not going to go in with a new mindset and a new connection and expect the new connection to be just like this other connection. I'm not going to go with that mindset. I'm not going to behave that way. All right. First of all, since I'm in full Empress energy, I'm not attracting pages. And I'm not going to act the same way with an Emperor that I did with a page. A page doesn't get my respect. I'm on a whole new level. So I already knew, all right, with a page, I'm not going to give you respect. You're not going to demand respect out of me. An Emperor it is. I naturally comply. You know that story I told in some readings back when I was pissed off and snapping on my male coworker who just wanted me to calm down. And he's like, this is Emperor energy. He didn't scream and he didn't demand. He said, Tiffany, you're at a 10. I need you at a 4. Tiffany complied because he acted in full Empress mode. It's a polite way to say, bitch, get it together and shut up, please. Right? Okay. All right. Okay. So So I'm not going to go into no new connection acting like I'm with a page when I've attracted an emperor, okay? All right, so you don't do that. You attracted the empress, then you're going to go in. This is empress energy. And whatever issues you have, you're going to communicate and you're going to work it out like an emperor and an empress, okay? All right, the mundane is next. I didn't went off, child. The mundane, we don't need any more clarifiers on that. So I didn't went off. That was my going off was a clarifier. But the mundane is next. The ordinary, right? The everyday things. It's like pentacle energy. Ordinary, everyday things of life. Tangible things. Simple moments. The simple things, right? So little things. So little things. That's what India I read. And all the joy it brings. The little things. Right? Consistency. Very pentacle energy. Stable. Grounded energy. Routines and peaceful living. That's all. Even though this speaks of the mundane, that's still very Ten of Cups energy, because Ten of Cups is like long-lasting joy, the pinnacle of joy, but in an emotional connection, but for the long run, not for like a short, like a wand energy or spark and it's out. But the mundane, the pentacle grounded energy, the everyday things, that this is long lasting, all right? That even in those everyday routines and everyday things, you're still going to experience that Ten of Cups energy. All right, peaceful, healthy, non-chaotic love. Stability is not boring, it's secure. Emperors may not be overly expressive of love, but you have to look at how they treat you, how they care for you, their stability, their consistency, how they provide for you, how they lead, how they orchestrate things, all right? All right, you can only be who you are. There's nothing wrong with being who you are, all right? If it's having to do with the career or I'd say creative, all right, then it's, again, progress being made through just being consistent. Very Knight of Pentacle energy, where the knight moves but slowly, thoroughly, consistently. All right, stable, slow, consistent, thorough, strategic movement, Virgo energy. All the little details, not going to miss nothing. All right, being disciplined in your routines, daily routines and things like that, all right? All right, not a very quick energy, but I think it speaks of, again, this Ten of Cups energy, even in the mundane. But this we will clarify. And then we have one more card, and we'll call it a day. Let's clarify the mundane. See what we get here. Oh. Yeah. We have two cards. Bathtub and mini bar. Mirror. All right. So in the mundane, the mini bar, release, overload, burden. Let go of the habits that sap your energy, sap your inner strength. So again, it's like peace and the simple and the mundane. A long-lasting, since Ten of Cups, that's the energy that came with this clarity that you're, walking into, and that you're celebrating with either date night or celebrating a small victory, a career, however that looks. This is still long-lasting, all right? And the mundane, again, it's just like I said. The everyday, ordinary life and things. Appreciating the simple moments. There's peace in this. All right, there's release. Overload burdens are gone. Old trash can dynamics that were burdens and heavy loads, it's gone. All right, it's a release. It's a relief and a release because you let go. Your Ten of Cups energy with this kind of mundane energy, peaceful environments and home environments. Last reading, express the love and the joy and the humor that's in that environment, all right? And it's a release of a burden, all right? It's very light, loving energy in the home and the connection as a whole. That's why we can't take the old in and the old mindset and, oh, because I said this, now I'm going to have to walk on eggshells with this person, or because I might have known that I've done something that's probably irritated this person, now I have to, walk on eggshells, or they're going to be mad or curse me out or scream at me, and it's not even that. All right. You're going to bring that mindset. All right. But whatever it is, this is a release of a heavy load. This connection is peaceful. It's light, joyful energy. Yet, was it day before yesterday? That reading was laughter, humorous. That's a very peaceful energy within the home, warmth within the home, and that's what you're walking into. And that's just reminding of that. We can't do one tarot card on that, and then we'll get to our last card. Clarifying mini bar in the mundane. Oh, I forgot to do bathtub. All right, hold on, we'll do it in a minute. Yeah, 4 of Cups. It kind of means boredom, being disinterested, the mundane, I guess. I guess if that's tying into, nothing to do with that. Anyway, both of these cards about releasing. Because the bathtub came out is why I didn't read it. Bathtub, immerse, release, glow. Your burdens will soon lift, revealing your inner light again. The 4 of Cups in the typical tarot, they're sitting at the tree. It's a guy, he's sitting with his back up against the tree. There's some cups here. There's some in front of him. He's disinterested, kind of bored, kind of just aloof because of some disappointments and things that had happened. And is not paying attention that these cups over here are spilled, but there's other cups over here that are still full. Like you still have something to work with here. All is not lost in a sense, but he doesn't see them because he's so, forlorn. All right. But your burdens will soon lift, revealing your inner light again. Even the mundane kind of reflects the 4 of Cups. Even though in the mundane, there's still joy and peace there because you're in 10 of Cups energy, but this connection that's coming, or this, connection that is coming, the new connection, is a release of the overload. It's full of joy, laughter, humorous. It's bringing you back to who you really were. Yeah, revealing your inner light again, allowing you. So it's healing you. Cups is an emotional card, 4 of Cups. So it's healing your emotions and bringing you back to who you really are. All right. If you were always naturally bright and energetic, motivated, you know what I mean? It's bringing you back to that, where you might have stifled who you were in a connection, which I did. I had no choice but to. An Empress with a page has to stifle herself, right? You may have had to stifle yourself, walk on eggshells, don't want to make this person mad, don't want to make this person jealous, because you, believe it or not, your connection can be jealous of you if, especially the divine feminine, divine masculines, your trash can energy connections, if that's what you left, you best believe they needed you. They needed your energy. They needed not just those who were in betrayal energy that wanted you as an ATM, or for whatever else you could do for them. They also needed to siphon your flipping energy, all right? And dealing with all of their shenanigans did, right? All right, and you also probably had to stifle what you wanted and who you were, because you weren't allowed to express yourself, because that the wind would make them mad. You had to walk on eggshells and everything made them cry because they're so fucking sensitive, excuse my language, but causing the most hell. But you can't ever say anything that might offend them. You can't be yourself, can't ambition, can't have goals. You can't express it because it'll be stupid. They want you for what they want you for, but you can't express where you want to go because they'll be disinterested. They'll be 4 of Cups with you, disinterested in it. Act like it don't mean nothing. Your accomplishments don't need shit, but they want you to celebrate their accomplishments. You likely were not able to be the fullness of who you were. So that's the 4 of Cups, even the mundane. Even though in the mundane, you're going to find peace, joy, happiness, because you're all in energy of humor and laughter and the connections you're going to. The bathtub energy, mini bar energy, both are talking about releasing overload, burden, let go of habits that sap your inner strength. That connection did, you let it go. All right, in the bathtub, you know, it's like rejuvenating you. You immerse in the tub and it kind of just makes you feel great. It lifts a burden. But this is the kind of connection that will allow you to be you so you can glow again. Your inner glow will come back because this connection is working with you, thriving with you, happy about your accomplishments, wants to help you get there, wants to encourage you. All right. Wants you to be you, even the bad parts of you, because you are just you and it's okay. All right. So you can have your inner glow, because even if you don't agree, you don't have to stifle you. You can still express. You don't have to agree, but you can express. You're not walking on eggshells because I said one thing that made this energy mad. So my divine counterpart mad. So that means this. No, they're just like, okay, we're mad, let's work on it. I might not talk to you right now, but I'm going to come back together. It's not as different from me giving you the silent treatment as an abusive tactic to get my way, because let me let you know how pissed off I am, as opposed to me just saying, hey, I didn't really appreciate that, now let's talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, fine, but at least you know that I don't appreciate it. Okay, boom, bam, done. It's not a big doggone deal. All right. But you're going into connection where you can actually be who you are, and you're going to come see even it flipped in reverse on my table. It's reversing the Four of Cups. That disinterested, forlorn, disappointed, lackluster energy is reversed in this connection because you can be who you are. It's revitalizing you. The bathtub is rejuvenating you, bringing your spark and glow back and healing you. Wonderful. All right, last card is precision. Hope you can see it. Oh, excuse me. And we know this is about accuracy, precision, intentional focus, being careful execution. I want to clarify it right away with the tarot, because it reminds me kind of like, would that be the Page of Swords or the Ace? But let's see. Let's clarify precision real quick. Okay, so clarifying precision with the tarot is the Page of Swords is what I thought. Page of Swords. But also what came out, bless you, boo-boo. Bless you. I don't know if you heard that. That was loud. So this is precision. All right, clarify with the Page of Swords. Also, the Five of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Well, you can be mad if you want to. Anyway, precision. You know, precision is very Page of Swords energy. Being very precise, accurate, clear. And Page of Swords is clarity as well. Y'all getting a lot of stuff about clarity today. But Page of Swords. You sneezing, boo-bush? Bless you. Bless you, boo-bush. Did you say thank you? All right. No, that didn't mean come over here, boo-boo. I don't have no more food that you can eat. No, I knew you was gonna start doing that. I shouldn't ever start talking to you. Anyway. I was waiting for him. All right, so Page of Swords is about clarity. I remember this one. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, okay. So Page of Swords is, like I said, clarity. It's also the Page of Swords also is like, since our pages again they learn and they also bring messages. Oh, I don't like this thing. I don't know why this aggravates me so. Anyway, that is not better. It's worse. Sorry, y'all. They bring messages, but they also study and learn. Page of Swords is our air energy. It cuts through things. It discerns. It's about truth. So it's like being precise about either a truth or a spoken truth or a learned truth. But all in all, it's about clarity. It highlights precise very clearly, because being precise is about being, right on, dead on, precise, not wavering. All right? Not wavering. Yeah. And since it was paired with the Five of Pentacles, which is kind of like being on the outside of something. All right. Feeling on the outside of something. Or not a part of something. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. But when it comes to precision, which is amplified by the Page of Swords, which is about clarity and being exact on, or discovering a truth, or learning a truth, or walking in a truth, but it's about truth over and all. Then you have the Five of Pentacles. It's kind of like being on the outside of truth. Put it that way, right? Being the opposite of precise. Almost a flip-flopping back and forth, back and forth. All right? It's not precision. All right? And there's a need for that, to stand your ground in there. Look at rocking chair. It's on the bottom here. Look at the other card here from this other day. Okay. We didn't use it today, but we're going to use it now. Rocking chair. Back and forth, stuck, sway. Yeah. Trust your gut and act. Don't let fear keep you rocking. So don't... Oh, yeah. This is about a decision, Page of Swords. Make a very clear decision and don't feel on the outside of something or stuck, in other words. Like you can't move. Like you lack something, because this is a poverty card at that. Be precise, be clear, be steadfast in a decision. Also precision. Don't go back and forth in your decision, because this deck over here. Because you're afraid to love. Ah! Next card. You're being held back. Flip-flopping holds you back. Being afraid to love is that poverty energy. Not being, again, that's not carrying that other stuff into a new relationship, and not being afraid to love. Because this happened here, it's going to happen here. Precision says be clear. Stand your ground in what you already know, in truth, and what you're walking into. And don't flip-flop with this rocking chair. All right, and keep yourself in poverty energy, which is on the outside of something, with this Five of Pentacles energy, because you're afraid to love. Okay, because you've got the past holding you back from this physical passion that you feel. And wand energy. Don't block your passion. I'm just pulling from the bottom of the card, the bottom of this other deck over here. All right, you feel passion, don't block it by letting the past hold you back, because you're afraid to love because of the past, and keep you in this poverty on the outside energy. Be very clear in what you already know and what you're walking to, which is love is love. All right, love is love. This is like, I know what love is love that's supposed to mean, but this is like unconditional love. Loving you despite of things that may not be the best about you, and still loving you, letting you be free to be who you are. Loving you if there's different dynamics between you, still loving you aside from all of those dynamics. Loving you with all your emotional wounds as you love them with theirs, you know, both of you. But you're going into unconditional love. So don't be afraid to love. All right? And let it hold you back, blocking your passion, because apparently it's there. We already know that we started off with that, with the, you know, King of Wands energy here. All right, but this is not even just about love. sometimes we don't think this is all very expansive energy. This is the last card we close. Expansive energy. Sometimes the emperor that made a decision may not be just about courts in a past relationship. Again, I gave you examples where people have a decision that you're trying to, you're trying to get into something that you really love, and somebody had an opportunity. Emperor's made the decision clear. And cleared up the unknown for you and made a decision, and very Ten of Cups energy. Then you celebrate it with the next card if it's a relationship date night energy. But what I'm saying, all of this being afraid to love and letting that hold you back, blocking your passion, all right, can also be in the creative because you're expanding. You're going somewhere you've never gone before, and you can get a little, what's that word called? I forgot about it, where you don't think you're good enough. All right, you get worried that you're not good enough, and you allow that to hold. It's very poverty energy. Five of Pentacles. See, look at them. All right, that's a poverty mindset. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? What if this happened? We got to get rid of all that nonsense. We cannot block our passion, whether it is in love or in our creative, but for a lot of you, both. Don't be afraid to love and let past trash can energy hold you back. Even if that trash can energy is just you thinking that you're not good enough, because you're walking into unconditional love. Do not rock back and forth in your decision. Stand strong in Page of Swords energy and clarity in what you know and precision. All right. Okay. All right, rooted and rising. You started off with a spark. That spark came with an emotional a message. And either it's about a message about something creative or a connection. Because something at one point wasn't clear. And the Emperor came in and cleared things up by either making a decision, a judgment for if it's courts, hiring official, or somebody who had an opportunity that cleared things up for you, put you in Ten of Cups, long-lasting energy that led you to celebrate that opportunity, that creative outlet, or if it was something that the Emperor spoke that brought clarity to a new dynamic, because one ended, a cycle ended, so one ended, so something can begin, and you all are in renewal energy. But you can't bring old dynamics and old thinkings and thoughts and behaviors, or what you think something will be, and fears, into something new. You have to leave that in the trash and release the burden and keep it that way. And you're going into renewal. And something lighthearted connections and energy that's going to restore who you really are. Because this connection of all kinds is going to allow you to be who you are, which is going to get you out of that Four of Cups, disappointed, lackluster energy. You want to be vibrant and thrive. All right, but you still, all in all, leave with the reminder that you can't allow yourself to flip-flop and hold yourself back. Be stable in the truth that you already know. If it's about a connection, they showed you who they were, they're not going to change. I don't care how sweet it is and how good the cookie is and how good the wine is. They may cookie you up and wand you on down real good, but they still are who they are. All right. Intentions are still to do everything to hold you back. That's holding back energy. That's not moving forward. You got new cookie, new wand, looks like. So enjoy that. Don't block your passion. The physical passion is there. Don't block it by being afraid to love and allowing that old cookie and wand to hold you back. You're going into unconditional love. Ten of Cups energy. All right. That comes with a spark. And a very vigorous King of Wands. So don't rock back and forth, okay? Be clear in what you want. And even if this opportunity, you're flip-flopping back and on thinking that you don't deserve it. What if I'm not good enough? Pages are learners. You learn. All right, you're learners. Those are curious energies. All right, they're absorbing, they're learning, and they're going to learn quick, especially since this one over here is paired with the King of Wands. All right, okay, I'll go ahead and end it. This has been quite long, but it's quite good to me at least. All right, rooted and rising. As always, stay rooted, stay rising, and aligned with all the divine gifts ahead.